Let's make the ambient synth from Playboi Carti location. When creating ambient pads like this, the main thing that we need to do is layer two sounds together. One sound's going to be at the lower end of the spectrum, and the other sound's going to be at the higher end of the spectrum. When you combine them both together, it's going to give you a full sound for the pad. Let's start off the high synth. So, that's too harsh, so let's remove some highs using a filter. To get the right tone, we're going to set the unison to 6 voices and go to the advanced page and set the unison mode to octave. Make the filter open up with envelope 2. This is going to make our sound brighter and add some movement to the patch. To make the notes last longer, because this is a pad, we're going to increase the release and add a big reverb. I recommend using your favorite external reverb plugin, but for this video we're going to see how close we can get just using the internal stuff in Vital. Now let's make the low synth that plays the bass notes of our chords. To make this, we're going to duplicate the patch we made for the high synth, but we're going to make some adjustments to give this layer some variation. Set the unison to 4 voices, and this time we're going to use subharmonics to give us some extra low end. Turn up the high pass a bit more. Make the filter a bit darker. Now we're going to adjust the volume of the sound. We're going to make it fade in. So now we've made the high synth and we've made the low synth. And the key now is going to be putting them both together. Way number 1 is going to be using 2 tracks. One for your high synth, one for your low synth, as we're doing here. But you can also do a keyboard split, and I'll show you how to do that in Logic and Ableton. We select the high synth, group it, and this is going to turn it into an instrument rack. We're going to label it high synth. Then we're going to go to the low synth and drag that layer underneath it. This is the low synth. And then we press key, bring this down to about C3. And that one up to C sharp. We're using 2 patches. And to do this in Logic Pro, go to high synth, track, key limits, set it to C3. And the low synth we're going to set to B2. Then select both tracks, Command Shift D to put into a track stack. And now we can play both tracks together if we select this track at the top. So to make ambient synths that sound nice and full, layer 2 patches together.